Make way for Noddy. Noddy and the bagpipes. It was a chilly day in Toyland. Big Ears and Noddy were playing a game in Toadstool House. Noddy was puzzling over his next move when Big Ears wanted a warm rug. Noddy leapt up. "I'll get it," he said. "Blop!" "Oh!" gasped Noddy. "There's a monster in your cupboard, Big Ears." Big Ears strode towards the cupboard. "Ooh, be careful, Big Ears," Noddy warned. "It sounds very angry." Big Ears reached into the cupboard. "Blop!" Noddy jumped back in horror. Big Ears chuckled. "Don't be scared, Noddy," he said. "That's not a monster. That's my bagpipes. I can play music on them. Listen." Big Ears took a big deep breath and blew into the bagpipes. His fingers danced over the holes and the bagpipes let out a loud wah 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 tune. "What a wonderful sound," sighed Noddy dreamily. "How magical it would be if he could play the bagpipes." "Will you teach me to play?" Noddy asked. "It takes a lot of time and practice to play the bagpipes, Noddy," Big Ears warned. "But I really want to learn. Please teach me, Big Ears," Noddy begged. Big Ears looked serious. "These are special bagpipes, Noddy," he said. "They need a lot of care and you must practice. You have to play them every day." Yes, I'll do it," agreed Noddy. "I'll work really hard, Big Ears, I promise." Big Ears smiled as they got ready for Noddy's first lesson. "Let's start now," whooped Noddy. "I'll teach you a simple tune," said Big Ears. "Then you must practice it every single day." "Yes, Big Ears," said Noddy eagerly. "I'll practice first thing every day." Next morning, Noddy leapt out of bed. He wrestled the bagpipes into position, took a big deep breath and blew. "Blob! Shh! That didn't sound anything like the tune Big Ears played," grumbled Noddy. "I'll try again." And he took another big deep breath. Just as Noddy was about to blow into the pipes, he saw his yellow kite leaning against the wall. "It's a perfect day today. I think I'll fly my kite," said Noddy, throwing the bagpipes on the chair. "I can always practice tomorrow." Next morning, Noddy was just about to start practicing when he heard Mr. Spark's voice. "Hey, Noddy, do you want to come fishing?" "Sorry, I'm rather busy," Noddy called down. Then he saw Mr. Spark's fishing rod. "I can always practice the bagpipes tomorrow," Noddy said to himself, and he dropped them on the chair. The following morning, Noddy said to himself, "Today I won't let anything stop me from practicing," and he leapt out of bed and reached for the bagpipes. But the wonderful bagpipes were gone. Noddy searched everywhere for them. "Oh dear, Big Ears will be upset." Down at his garage, Mr. Sparks was busy working on a car. The bagpipes crept up quietly behind him and blop! "Yo!" Mr. Sparks jumped back and clunked his head. What was that? He wondered, looking up and down the empty street. In the square, Dinah Doll was putting the last building block on the tower. "There," she said happily. "Now everyone will notice my stall." Blop! The cheeky bagpipes gave poor Dinah such a fright. She tumbled off her ladder. "Wah!" she yelled as she fell in a shower of blocks. Enough. Dinah Doll and Mr. Sparks were telling Mr. Plod what had happened when Noddy ran up to them. "Mr. Plod, there's been a bagpipes robbery." "Bagpipes, huh?" said Mr. Plod. "I've just heard about a mysterious musical instrument on the loose in Toy Town." "Blop, blop, blop!" "Listen," cried Noddy, "it's the bagpipes." Just at that moment there was a clattering sound, and Noddy and his friends looked round, but all they saw was a blur of tartan as the bagpipes dashed past. "Wheep!" Mr. Plod blew on his whistle. "Stop in the name of Plod," he ordered. But the bagpipes took no notice and ran on whining and wailing. Mr. Plod chased the bagpipes all around the town, trying to grab them. Noddy, Mr. Sparks, and Dinah watched amazed. Nimbly the bagpipes leapt out of Mr. Plod's reach and sped away. "Oof!" he gasped. "Looks like Mr. Plod needs our help," said Dinah. But the cheeky bagpipes leapt up at Dinah and Mr. Sparks and then clattered away as they tumbled over backwards. "Ouch!" they both cried. "Come back here, you!" shouted Noddy, but the bagpipes took no notice. Noddy ran round and round after the bagpipes until he was dizzy. "Now where's that pesky thing gone?" he wondered. Blop! Noddy looked up, perched on a branch with a bagpipe. He grabbed one of the dangling pipes and pulled. "Got you!" he yelled. Noddy held on tight, but the bagpipes began to grow bigger and bigger. Suddenly they let out a loud blop and took off. They were flying. "Help! Help!" Noddy shouted, clinging to the whooshing bagpipes. As Noddy swooped past, Mr. Plod grabbed hold of his feet, but Mr. Plod was swept up into the air as well. "Oh!" he gasped. Then Mr. Sparks grabbed onto Mr. Plod's legs, and Dinah grabbed Mr. Sparks' legs. But the clever bagpipes swooped down under a park bench and zoomed out the other side without them. That night, the bagpipes non-stop wailing kept the whole of Toy Town awake. Noddy gave up trying to sleep. "I have to catch those bagpipes," he groaned. Suddenly, Noddy heard a knocking at his door. "Perhaps it's the bagpipes." He jumped out of bed. "Big Ears!" cried Noddy as he opened the door. "You didn't practice, did you?" said Big Ears crossly. "I warned you those bagpipes had to be played every day." "I'm sorry, Big Ears, I did mean to," Noddy said sadly. He looked so upset that Big Ears sighed. "Don't worry, Noddy. I just get grumpy when I'm tired." "But why are the bagpipes running around screeching?" asked Noddy, "and keeping us all awake?" "Magic," exclaimed Big Ears. "The bagpipes need to be played every day. They just want to make music, but they need help. Which gives me an idea, Noddy." "A 1, a 2, a 3, said Big Ears to his brand new band in Toy Town Park. "Buzz, buzz, buzz," went Dinah on the kazoo. "Weet, weet," went Mr. Plod on his whistle. "Boom, boom," went Mr. Sparks on an oil drum. And Noddy sang, "The best thing about the simple song is that anyone can play along." The bagpipes watched the band. Then they leapt onto Noddy's chair. Scooping them onto his lap, Noddy took a big deep breath and blew. Wah, wah, wah. The bagpipes were happy. Now they were making music in a real band. And Noddy played every note perfectly. "Wonderful," said Big Ears. "Our music has tamed the bagpipes." "But I think you ought to give them back to Big Ears for safekeeping, Noddy," said Mr. Sparks. "Yes," said Noddy. "You better have the bagpipes, Big Ears. I might not practice every day." "Okay," said Big Ears, smiling. "But first, let's play our tune just one more time." "Right," said Noddy. And he took a big deep breath, and the new Toy Town band gave one last wonderful performance. "The best thing about the simple song is that anyone can play along. Listen to the tune and feel the beat, then clap your hands and stamp your feet." Oh, thanks for stamping your feet, Kelly.